Morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Thursday. How is everyone? Bright and early. Hope you're all up. I usually talk a little bit to pass a few seconds, talk about the weather. A little bit dull out there. I was actually expecting it to be lashing. That's what I've heard everybody saying. Oh, the rain is coming tonight. I heard so many people saying that yesterday. It's actually still lovely. It's dull, but it's lovely. And once it's not raining, I'm happy. I just feel like the rain is just a bit much, Let's not talk negatively, especially when we start off our call. So how are we getting on? If you're watching the replay, I want to know how you're getting on. Are you starting to find it easier? Are you committing to it? Are you doing it every day? Are you doing it throughout the day? And are you doing the questions? And are you writing down your emotions? And are you listening to the meditation? So keep me posted. I'm getting some lovely messages, private messages every day, and oh, they're just so lovely. And some people are experiencing a lot of emotions, and some lady was saying yesterday that she said, I have tears in my eyes now as I'm texting this, and that's brilliant. Let it out, always release those negative emotions. Always. If you ever want to cry, just let them out. Good morning, Mary Carmen, how are you? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Yeah, so always release those negative emotions, because they're not serving you in any way. They're only doing harm. So definitely let them go and release. And today it's all about letting go of your past. So we will jump onto that in a few minutes. But first, I want us to write our gratitude list. Because I don't want to stop that routine. I want everybody to continue doing it. And I was tidying here yesterday. Oh, there it is. I was tidying my whole desk yesterday, and it just looks so free. I feel so free. Morning, Maura. And yes, perfect. Oh, that's good, Mary Karen. Thank you. So I just feel like, whoa, I have so much space now. I can really work better when my desk is cleared. Yeah, so we're going to start writing our gratitude list. So just remember what gratitude does. I don't want us to kind of let go of what we've been doing and what we built up for 32 or 33 days. What we were doing. Our gratitude list, sending love and asking for guidance. We want to keep that up every single day and read them again throughout the day. If you're feeling your vibration is dipping, or if your energy is getting low, just read them or write a couple more, or especially at nighttime. Sometimes at nighttime when we're getting into bed, the last things we think of are negative thoughts. Oh, why didn't I do that today? And why didn't I do that today? And remember, yesterday's call was all about the word should. So did you use should yesterday? I know I definitely didn't. I was more aware of not using it. And if I went to use it, I'd be like, no, let's not even say that. Either say something different, turn it around, use a different word, or just not say it at all. And you know what? It's lovely, because sometimes I think, as parents, you're kind of, there's no book that you can follow. So, you don't know half the time if you're doing right or wrong, and every parent's discipline their kids differently. But, sometimes we kind of, get at each other. We kind of might say, you should have done that, and maybe you shouldn't have done that, and that kind of thing. And that doesn't do any good to anyone, and it just makes the other person feel really bad. It's just really confirming what they did was wrong. And I just think it just doesn't do anyone any good, and it's the past. So why say it? And I'm guilty of it myself, but I'm going to be definitely more aware of it, more conscious of what I'm saying, and just say nice things, and keep people happy, keep people around you happy, and keep yourself happy. And definitely when you're not doing things like that, and you're just spreading love everywhere, you're happier. So why not? We just do it. So just go write down a few things that we're grateful for. And just think of your goal. And now in the 33 days that we did just the gratitude, we spoke about setting goals and type C goals. So if you're new to this and you've just started kind of joining us through the mirror work, you can go back over on those gratitude calls and have a listen, and because I really want everybody to set a type C goal. If you don't have a type C goal, which is a fantasy goal, it's a goal you absolutely have no idea how you're going to reach. If you don't have one of those set, you are not growing. So you want to do that, because it will help you to grow, and it will help you to do things that you wouldn't normally do, and you will get inspirations to act on. They're called inspired actions, and you will and you'll be outside of your comfort zone sometimes, and that's when you grow. So you really need, so a type A goal is one you've done before, a type B goal is one you think you can do, and a type C goal is you've absolutely no idea how you can do. And it can be anything. As Bob Proctor always says, what you hold in your mind you can hold in your hand. So it doesn't matter what it is, whatever you love to do, set your goal around that. If that's what you want. And yeah, it can take a bit of time, but definitely if you've any questions on that, let me know, because you might be new to this, or otherwise go back over on the gratitude calls, and they're all on my YouTube as well. I have them all kind of saved on a playlist, so they should be all there, 32 or 33 of them, whatever it is. And you know, there's a lot of what I learn in the Thinking into Results program on those calls as well. Yeah, that's kind of that. So I've kind of saved everything on there, and yeah, so you really do need a type C goal. You really, really do. And that's coming from someone that never even set goals. I do the doTERRA essential oils, as most of you know at this stage, and I'll be doing it for the rest of my life. But for 2.5 years of that, I was setting tiny goals just in case I didn't achieve them, and I wouldn't tell anybody about my goals in case I didn't achieve them and I'd be embarrassed. So to me, a goal was like a promise to myself, and if I didn't achieve that goal, then I felt like a failure. So a type C goal. So I went from setting no goals to a type C goal, basically, and like it completely different. But it's amazing, because you believe, you're saying your goal all the time in front of the mirror, you're writing it down, and you believe that you're going to achieve your goal. So it's going to excite you. Your goal has to excite you and scare you at the same time. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, my goal, and you're excited about your goal, and you write it down and you visualize it, and it will happen. It has to happen by law. It has to happen. So we all need a type C goal. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Or go back over the videos and have a watch, and yeah, and then maybe get in touch with me or whatever if you like. Type C goal, yeah, Mary Carmen. So type C goal is a fantasy goal. So it's basically you write down, if you don't know what your type C goal is, you write down your wants. So you write down a list of wants. So your list of wants would be like a shopping list, personal wants and professional wants, and you will pull from that exactly what your type C goal is going to be. So Mary Carmen, just message me afterwards and I can go through it with you if you like, and I'll explain it, because I think you're new to this. So or go back over some of my videos that I was doing for the last 30 days, and something might resonate with you, and you know, you might think, okay, because I think you were doing doTERRA essential oils as well. I think your name looks familiar, I'm not sure, but yeah, my goal was around the oils for a while, and then it kind of changed. As your awareness changes, your goal might change as well. So but get in touch with me afterwards, and I'll talk you through it. No problem. Alrighty, so today is Wednesday the 13th of August. Sorry, it's not Thursday. Thursday 13th of August. Okay, and today I am grateful for. Alrighty, so first one I always write down is Bob Proctor's affirmation: now that everything in my life is moving in harmony with God's laws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we really need to feel the emotions, feel the emotions attached to each gratitude, and how grateful you are with each one, and you tracked in more of that and more what's in alignment of that as well. So we'll write down a few more and see how you get on, and then we'll send the love. Alrighty. Okay, how are we getting on? Anybody want to share what they're grateful for today? I have written down the weather. I've written down lean for my coffee. It's the little things that I love to write down that you kind of wouldn't think of on a daily basis. And you can also write down your goal or any affirmations in alignment with your goal. So I would have talked about this in my gratitude calls. This would be all explained in great detail, probably nearly every day. So a lot of people on here will be aware and probably tired of listening to the same thing all the time. But you know what? Repetition is key. Bob Proctor always says repetition. The more you do it, the more you impress it into your subconscious mind. Okay, so we'll write one or two more, and then we'll send the love. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I'm just right at the bottom. For this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So, alrighty. So if you haven't that done, do a couple more throughout the day or lunchtime or in the evening, just to keep that vibration high and keep the mood high and just keep you grateful. And that attitude of gratitude is just unbelievable. I just find it amazing, because when something happens and, you know, the kids might break something or they might be fighting, all I just think about, oh my God, I'm just so happy and grateful that they're alive and healthy and happy. You know, even though they're fighting, it's kind of hard to say that sometimes. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's going to pass. That's only a little 5-minute thing. And then once everything calms down, everything's back to normal. And, you know, and there was no shouting or pulling people apart, or, you know, it was just ease. And you know what? The fights end quicker when you don't really get involved. Let them kind of sort out their own things. And, you know, I'm not even saying this happens to other people, but I'm sure kids fight, whatever. My two are very close in age, so, and they don't even fight that much. But I'm just giving it as an example. I just find that when things happen that you've no control over, that aren't really big things, but at the time you think, oh my God, this is awful. If you think back to your gratitude list or what you wrote down this morning, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm just so happy and grateful that they're able to fight, you know, and that's normal. It's completely normal. So it really has changed things for me. Definitely. Okay, so now we're going to send the love. I'm going to grab an oil. I have grapefruit here beside me because I put it into my diffuser. I love grapefruit. It's the oil of self-love, I think it is. So an ideal one for doing our mirror work. So pop a drop in my hand. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. It's actually really good in your water. It's really cleansing to the body, and it's very good for cellulite on your skin. Obviously cellulite is on your skin, but it's very good for your skin, even just to use it with your cleanser. Really, really good. All the citrus oils are really good for your skin. Okay, so, but don't wear them out in the sun. Okay, so we are going to send love to people that are bothering us, okay? So if people are bothering us, that means they have your energy and you want to get that back. So picture the first person standing in front of you with a white light or whatever color light, going from your heart to theirs, and send the love. And it's a way as well of what we're going to talk about today with day 4 is letting go of your past, and this is another way of doing it. So we want to let all that negative emotions out, anger, resentment, whatever it is towards somebody, let it out, and don't be dwelling on it, and don't be letting, you know, little things that people might say to you, smart on a an off day get to you. And look, we're all guilty of this. You know, when somebody says something smart, somebody says something personal, you're going to take it to heart, and that's just completely normal. But you know, this is why we do this. We try and try not let it get to us, because it's serving us, not serving us at all. And they don't care. So they don't care that you're bothered, and they don't care that you're thinking about them and you're angry with them. So this is nothing to do with them. This is all to do with you, and letting go, and releasing those negative emotions. And if you find that, you know, same with the mirror work, you feel tears, or you feel like you want to cry, that's absolutely fine. Do it, because you want to get rid of all these negative emotions. Like Sylvia, my mentor in the Thinking into Results program, she does say that if somebody does say something and you're really angry, let go of that anger straight away. If you have to pull in your car and scream and shout and hit the steering wheel, let it go. And I actually did it here one day. It was so funny, because Chester, our puppy, he ate Hannah's lunch from her plate. Now, this is when he was younger. He doesn't do that now, because I tell you, he'd be gone if he was doing that now. But he ate her lunch from her plate. I was so angry. I mean, I was so angry, and I put him outside, and they say give him a little tap on the nose, and I had to come in here, and I came down here, and I just let it out. And by the time I back up to the kitchen, it was gone. It was fine. I left him out there for another while, let him learn his lesson. Then I let him in, and there was no resentment. You know, he's only a puppy, and I'm like, oh my God, he doesn't understand. He didn't do it, you know, to get at me or whatever. Like, but it just, you know, it really just, I just got angry. Maybe I was just in bed for him the same day as well. But anyway, yeah, little things like that you don't want to be, because these things do build up. They build up and build up and build up if you don't let them out. And I couldn't believe how free I felt afterwards. And I did come, and Sylvie said, hit the pillow if you want, curse if you want. And that's exactly what I did do. And I was just so free afterwards. And then I was able to act normal with the kids, and I didn't take it out on them, because, you know, if you're angry or in bad form about something, you might snap at them, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, so it was just gone. So do that. If you have to do it, do it. And it really, really helps. I would have always said, morning Shirley, how are you? I would have always said, oh no, don't hide it, you know, be grand, it'll be grand, forget about it, it'll be gone. But it doesn't, it just sits in there, and then they're just piling up on top of each other. So, you know, let them out as they're coming in, let them out. Okay, so let's send the love, and yeah, one person at a time. Alrighty, so we'll take a few deep breaths, close our eyes, and picture that person standing in front of you with a white light going from your heart to theirs. Okay, perfect. And when you're ready, move on to person number 2. Perfect. And when you're ready, move on to yourself. So the third person is always you. So picture you standing in front of you, and a light, beautiful light going from your heart to yours and sending the love. Okay, perfect. So now we ask for guidance. So ask for guidance from the universe for the day. So you are just looking for, you want to ask a question that's obviously personal to you. So it could be something to do with you, your family, your partner, whatever it is, to make you feel better, to make your day go better. What do you need to do, or who do you need to help? So depending on the quality of the question is going to be the quality of the answer. So the first answer you get is going to be the correct one. So it could be straight away. It could be, I find sometimes I get the answer as I'm asking the question. And that happens because you're in that receptive mode. I find sometimes if I'm watching maybe something that Sylvia might have sent us, and I'm like, oh, I must ask Sylvia now, what does he mean by that? What does Bob mean there, or whatever? And by the time I actually ask her, I'm in that receptive mode because I know I'm going to get an answer for her. I know the answer. So it's funny how that happens. So it all depends on your vibration and kind of what you're thinking, the way you're thinking in your mindset. So so tell the universe that you're in this receptive mode and that you're waiting. You are ready for this answer, and you will get it, and it could be a day or two, and if it is, follow your intuition. This is teaching us to follow your intuition and just act on it. Always act on it, because you know these things don't happen, and things don't work out if you don't act on it. So this is what we call inspired actions. So okay, so we're going to close our eyes again for another few seconds and just ask the question, and do this again maybe if you can throughout the day, because even just once more, because you really need to be in that relaxed state, relax the mind, relax the body, and ask the question. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I'm just conscious of time because I know this one is kind of a little bit long. Today's day 4 is a little bit long, but I hope that helped. And if you have any questions at all on what I've talked about this morning, just message me. You know how to get to me at this stage. Okay, so day 4 is letting go of your past. So today you start to let go, release blame, forgive, and move on. Okay, so first of all, I want to know how you did yesterday. Did you were you emotional? Did you find it difficult? Did you find it relatively easy? Do you find it's getting easier as the day goes on? As the days go on, I should say. Do you find it's getting easier? Are you liking it? Are you seeing any benefits? Are you releasing any emotions? Just let me know. I am getting lovely messages throughout the day, but not everybody's writing down day 3 done or day 2 done or whatever. So I just want to make sure that you're doing it. So we're all accountable, and you know, we can't half-heartedly do this. It's something that we need to commit to doing for 21 days. Otherwise, you just don't see the benefits. Alrighty, so do you feel that you're learning to let go of some of your past hurts and tune into your self-talk and a more positive channel? So I'm so proud of you for loving yourself enough to do these lessons every day and to use your mirror work to reprogram all the old tapes you have been playing in your head. So everything that has happened in our past has been put into little files in our subconscious mind, every little thing. So ever since we were little children, every message we received, everything we have said, everything we have done, everything we have experienced has been recorded and stored in the filing cabinet in our core, our gut, or our solar plexus. That's amazing. Like, I would never have thought absolutely everything would be still there. I would never have known that. And I like to imagine that there are little messengers in there, and that all our thoughts and experiences are recorded on tapes that the messengers put into appropriate files. It's mad, isn't it? So many of us have been accumulating files with labels like I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, I don't do anything right. We are buried under piles of old negative tapes. So, you know, that's why when people set their type C goals, they don't follow them through because of this self-talk, this negative talk that they have going on in their heads. Their paradigm kicks in and it tells them, oh, you know, you're not good enough, you're fine as you are. And then you just go back to your whatever you were doing and go back to your comfort zone. So today we're going to surprise the little messengers. We're going to do our mirror work and send new messages to our core. I am willing to let go. I release blame. I am ready to forgive. So I think we write those down. So if you have your journal and your special journal for your 21 days of abundance of this mirror work. So I'm just going to write this one down a couple of times. So day 4. Okay, I am willing to let go. I release blame. I am ready to forgive. And another one is I am safe. We'll pop that one in as well. I am safe. Okay, perfect. So we'll write it again. I am willing to let go. I release blame. I am ready to forgive. I am safe. So you can see why we do the sending love to people, because you're letting go. You're doing all four. You're releasing blame. A lot of us blame our past, and a lot of us blame, you know, what people have said to us in the past and how people have treated us. And, you know, we can't help that. We can't. It's the way we're programmed, and it's not our fault, and it's not your fault. So, you know, it's now we can change it. And by doing this and by letting go, you can really change your future. And just make a decision, make a committed decision today that you're going to do this. You're not going to let your past dictate who you are. You know, you can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. I say this to my kids every night. It's just resonating with me now. Every night they go to bed, I put my hand on their heart, and they love it. They say, "Oh, Mammy, don't forget to do heart." I say, you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be. You can go wherever you want to go. And you can create the life that you want as long as you're happy and healthy. And I say that to them every single night. So, you know, that's in their subconscious mind now.
800 hours.
They're just going to accept all that information. So they know this. But yeah, so, you know, when we send the love to people that are bothering us, that's exactly what we're doing. We're letting go, we're releasing blame, and we're ready to forgive, and we are safe. Okay? So these messengers will pick up these new messages and say, what's this? Where does this get filed? We've never seen this before. So especially if you're new to all this, which I presume most of you are. Like, I'm new to doing this actual exercise. I haven't done this exercise before, so I'm loving it. It's really, really good. Can you imagine how wonderful it would be if every day you learned a new way to let go of the past and create harmony in your life? My dear ones, you have already started by doing your daily mirror work. Each day you are clearing out layers. Love that. The blocks of the past. Each time you say an affirmation in front of the mirror, you are removing another layer. What are the layers of your past that are keeping you from living a happy and fulfilling life? What are the blocks preventing you from forgiving yourself and your past? I think we have trouble identifying these blocks because we honestly don't know what we want to let go of. We know what is not working in our life, and we know what we want to have in our life, yet we don't know what's holding us back. Everything in your life is a mirror of who you are. Just as a mirror reflects your image, your experiences reflect your inner beliefs. That's so true. So like the results that you're getting every single day is a reflection of your self-image and of your beliefs. You can literally look at your experiences and determine what your beliefs are. If you look at the people in your life, you will see they are all mirroring some belief you have about yourself. If you are always being criticized at work, it is probably because you are critical and have become the parent who criticized you as a child. Wow. Remember, when something that's happening in your life does not feel comfortable for you, you have the opportunity to look inside and ask, how am I contributing to this experience? What is it within me that believes I deserve this? How can I change this belief? How can I forgive myself and my past and learn to let go and move on? So let's affirm. I let go of old limitations and beliefs. I let go and I am at peace. I let go of old limitations and beliefs. I let go and I am at peace. Okay, so we stand in front of the bathroom mirror, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, allow the tension to leave your body. Look at your forehead and imagine that you are pressing a button that ejects the disc of all the old beliefs and negative thoughts that have been playing in your head. Love it. Reach up and imagine that you are pulling this recording out of your head and throwing it away. Now look deeply into your eyes and tell yourself, let's make a new recording of positive beliefs and affirmations. Say these affirmations out loud. I am willing to let go. I release. I let go. I will have all these written on that. These will all be put on this post afterwards. Okay, so I release all anger. I release all fear. I release all guilt. Guilt is a really, really low vibration. Guilt is one we experience every single day. So try and make it less and less and less. It's really, really low vibration. And we all have it. Mammy guilt, wife guilt, husband guilt, whatever it is. I release all sadness. I let go of old limitations and beliefs. I let go and I am at peace. I am at peace with myself. I am at peace with the process of life. I am safe. Okay, so the affirmations today are pretty long when you say them in front of the mirror, but just, either have your phone with you or have them written out. If you have them written out, I think it's lovely, and even put them on little post-it on your mirror, so you say them throughout the day. So repeat these affirmations 2 or 3 times. And throughout the day, whenever any difficult thoughts arise, take out your pocket mirror and repeat these affirmations. Become familiar with them so that repeating them becomes a part of your daily routine. So they are long, but write them out and have your little pocket mirror with you. And every time a negative thought or anything like that doesn't serve you comes into your mind, say them. Okay. And they're short little sentences, but there's a good few of them in it, but they're lovely. And you will really start to see and feel the benefits. Okay, so the power of thing. So your journaling exercise for today, and I will post this. I find that most of the problems in our lives are caused by what I call the big 4: criticism, fear, guilt, and resentment. In your journal, create 4 columns, heading each one with the big 4 categories: criticism, fear, guilt, and resentment. So think about what role they play in your life. Write your thoughts and feelings about each category in the appropriate column. Okay, so from step 1, take 2 categories. Take the 2 categories you wrote the most about and write down 10 positive affirmations in each category. So this is going to take a bit of time today. Okay, so from step 1, take the 2 categories that you wrote the most about. So out of the 4 that from your list, the 2 that were the longest, I suppose, write down 10 positive affirmations in each category. For example, if one category is resentment, one of the categories is resentment, you might want to write down, I now choose to release all hurt and resentment. The more resentment I release, the more love I can give. Everything in our lives is a mirror of who we are. Think of the people in your life who are the most challenging for you. What are the traits that bother you most about them, and write those down. Look at the traits that you listed in step 3. Write down how each of these traits mirror a belief that you have about yourself. You might also want to jot down what you have learned about yourself in doing today's exercises. Okay, so your heart thought for today is I can let go. We create habits and patterns because they serve us in some way. It's amazing how many illnesses we create because we want to punish a parent. We may not be doing this consciously. In fact, in most cases it's not conscious. But when we start looking within, we find the pattern. We often create negativity because we do not know how to handle some area of life. If that's the case, ask yourself, what am I feeling sorry about? Who am I angry at? What am I trying to avoid? How do I think this will serve me? If you're not ready to let something go, you really want to hold on to it because it serves you, it doesn't matter what you do, you'll not be able to let it go. However, when you are ready to let something go, it's amazing how easy it is to release it. Great. Okay, perfect. So that's it. Long one today, and a bit of an exercise to do as well. So you will need to put a bit of time aside for that one. Liam's heading off to work. You will need to put a bit of time aside for that one, definitely, and get cracking and let me know how you get on. And remember, day 4 done. I want to see day 4 done, and let me know how you get on. And I'll be looking forward to your feedback tomorrow morning. So thanks again to everybody for jumping on. I hope it's helping you. I hope you're seeing some benefits, and keep it up. Give yourself command. Just make the decision. Keep going. Your paradigm is probably kicking in at this stage, saying, "Oh no, it's fine. You're grand as you are. You don't need to do this." But just keep going. Just even talk back to your paradigm and say, "Oh, I hear you. But no, I am doing this. I've committed to doing this for 21 days, and I am doing this." So there you go, and as I said earlier, all of these are saved in a playlist on my YouTube channel, and if you wanted to go back over any of them or anything like that. So yeah, any questions in the meantime, let me know, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Alrighty, thanks again, bye.